The third annual Tony Cate Award recognizes people who have dedicated their careers to leadership in the nonprofit sector. News 13's Justin Roth introduces us to Marcia Patton, this year's award recipient.
For nearly 40 years, she's brought the gift of music into Casper children's lives.
I love teaching music. I love watching that look in their eyes when they hear it right. I love picking texts to the music that kids can grow from.
And it's a love she does with one very important person by her side.
Yes, it involves singing. Yes, it involves joy. You can hear it in the background and all that they're doing. The most important thing is Marcia has dedicated her life to other people for her entire life, and I've been privileged to be a part of that.
Marcia has dedicated herself to teaching Casper children the power and beauty of music since 1979.
My oldest daughter went in to audition in front of Marcia. Marcia is known as being a drill sergeant, and my kid went in ashen-faced and came out beaming. Whether or not she made the children's chorale, she picked up on that vibe that Marcia gives to kids.
Always high-quality performances through hard work and selflessness.
This has ever been about Marcia. Marcia has always been outward in what she's done. It's always been about what everybody else needs and what everybody else is doing.
The chorale has been so successful, it has become generational.
After 8th grade, they graduate. They go on to high school. On school tour yesterday, 8 of our parent drivers were chorale alums who had grown up through children's chorale, and now their children are singing.
Knowing all this time, the true reward is music itself.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm very honored, and I'm honored for myself, but I'm honored for the Children's Chorale, and especially for our board of directors who work so hard to make all these things happen, not just for me, but for the rest of the staff, and of course for the children.
It's not about us. It never has been, and it's never been about Marcia. It's always been about those that she has surrounded herself with and those that have believed in the dedication that she has. That's why the Casper Children's Chorale has been so successful.
It's an appreciation for music, hard work, and a little bit of fun that keeps Marcia smiling and singing her way through the hearts of our community. Justin Roth, News 13, Casper.
The Children's Chorale is currently preparing for the 39th annual Mother's Day concert at Kelly Walsh High School, May 13th.
Well, it's never too soon to teach kids about their world and taking care of it. This year, Pineview Elementary preschoolers went to the Pacific Steel and Recycling Center for Earth Day. Earth Day is an annual holiday celebrated April 22nd to demonstrate support for environmental protection. News 13's Justin Roth went along, witnessing cans being crushed and cars smashed.
It's a trip they've been planning all year. Pineview preschool students have been collecting cans and finally turned them in.
Show them the other side of the recycling, how we sort and process and handle and what we do with it. Basically, the first step in taking old stuff and making it new again.
During the tour, students got to see cars crushed and metal torn to pieces, all after learning how vital this process is.
Recycling is going to be very important to our world so that we can get to the point where we don't have to keep using our resources and we can reuse what we have instead of creating all the new stuff.
Mrs. B explains that in-person experiences are sometimes better than the classroom.
Well, when you learn about it in the classroom, you hear about it, you learn about it, you get a little bit, you start that understanding, but when you actually go and physically see what's going on and you can actually watch what happens and you can watch the big trucks and everything, you actually understand to a deeper level what you've been learning all week long.
And if you thought Casper didn't recycle a lot, think again.
Casper alone last year, I'd say roughly 100 million pounds of of metals were recycled and saved from the landfill in Casper alone. 125 million altogether if you throw in papers and plastics.
Johnson adds he's happy knowing his job makes the planet a better place.
We all enjoy what we do, keeping America green. It's just always a win-win when you can have the young kids enjoy watching what we do.
Justin Roth, News 13, Casper.
Pineview students collected 24 pounds of cans. That's equivalent to about 815 cans.
War brings out the best and the worst in humanity. Following 9/11, the United States found itself entering a war in the Middle East and a mission called Operation Iraqi Freedom. News 13's Justin Roth attended the opening ceremony of a Memorial of Lima Company, one of the hardest hit units.
Operation Iraqi Freedom began March 19, 2003. In 2005, Lima Company, a Marine Reserve unit, was deployed. The mission was successful, but costly.
But the guys that you see in the portraits were the cost of all of that success. We lost 23 men from all of the same unit.
Now all 23 of those men are memorialized in life-size portraits.
This memorial's special. It's a lot different than a lot of memorials where, you just have names. You see names of those service members. These are actual portraits of those who paid the ultimate sacrifice.
Along with the portraits, the memorial includes a bronze statue surrounded by dog tags.
I was in awe. I saw the videos online and I saw the pictures and everything, but none of that does it justice. You have to actually be here physically seeing the paintings and the boots and all that to actually feel what it really is.
And then you see these ages, 22, 23 years old. I mean, they were young men, and so it's a very powerful exhibit. It's an honor to have it here in Wyoming.
Several veterans and community members came for the opening ceremony, many holding back their emotions.
It's not an event solely for veterans. It's an event for veterans and their families and current members and even anybody that just wants to come up and see it. It's not, you don't have to have any connection to the military whatsoever to come up and see and truly feel what this memorial is about.
With boots at the floor of each portrait, never to be worn again.
You can hear about it, you can read about it, but until you see it, and you see these paintings, and you see the eyes of these soldiers, and their faces and their expression, and the obvious brotherhood that they had, it's very, very powerful. And it reminds us, as said, and appropriately so, freedom is not free.
A memorial for Lima Company through the eyes of freedom for the freedom of Americans. Justin Roth, News 13, Casper.
The memorial will be on display at Casper College through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.